Hello everyone, this is Quadrant giving you a shoutcast between Tarson and WhiteRa Game 3, and I believe to be a 3-game set best of 3 series between Tarson and WhiteRa. Tarson spawning on the south side of the map at the 7 o'clock position as the light blue Terran player. Meanwhile, we have WhiteRa spawning on the north side of the map, or Duckload shout out to his sponsor, on the top right hand side as the purple Protoss. And Tarson saying that his color sucks. Anyway, so Shakuras Plateau, a very, very interesting map. A lot of strange things happen on this map just because of the way this map is really laid out. One of the things that makes this map unique is that Reapers are only able to jump into your base from this ledge right here. And along this ledge, this is all double cliffed, so Reapers are not able to traverse a double cliff. On top of that, these particular I guess brush, or these particular doodads here or objects block any Reapers from walking up. I believe it's the same for Colossi as well. So Colossi will have a little bit more difficult time trying to pressure into your base, even though you are exposed upon these locations. It might as well just be a very, very large gap here, making it so that only flying units can walk over this wall, or fly over this wall, excuse me. Back over here, we now see WhiteRa currently chrono boosting his main production building, his Nexus here, his only production building at this point, and trying to get a stronger economy. We should be seeing an assimilator come in just a moment, and then the game will get underway. Back in the base of Tarson currently getting the command center, or currently trading SCVs at the command center, getting up this barracks, and also going for that standard refinery. Probe now coming in over here, trying to do some scouting. And I've been reading the forums, reading the articles, and it is impossible to try to spawn at an ally location. So your opponent can never spawn in this. It will always be cross map. However, it may be possible to come in through these backdoor locations here. So these destructible rocks may get taken down, and then all of a sudden you have a very, very large army inside your base, as it is a relatively short walking distance between these two locations. In comes a probe unable to do any harassment towards that one SCV trying to build this barracks, as the barracks has already been completed. One Marine just standing at the top of that ramp will be able to guard it against any probe harassment for a little bit of time. Back in the base of WhiteRa, one proxy pylon over here, making sure that nothing's happening in this direction. Also getting that second assimilator, so it does not look like he will be trying to do any fast expansion, as soon as he transfers 3 probes, he will hurt his economy just a little bit at this stage in the game. So his economy a little bit slower at this point, and now we are getting more and more stalkers, and also upgrading that warp gate research. One probe activating this Zelnaga watchtower here will be able to see this expansion, and more importantly, this center location here. The center location, pretty much the only area where all traffic comes through in this map. There is another set of rocks here and another set of rocks here. However, it takes some time to try to take them down, relatively, these rocks and these rocks as well, if you want to try to circumvent or circumnavigate around the site on these watchtowers. We now see a stalker trying to make sure that there are no hidden Marines or anything of that nature here, and as the stalker just continues around the map to try to get more and more sites, stalkers perhaps looking for any proxy barracks or proxy pylon. That's why the stalker is on attack move, looking across for more and separate locations now. Back over here, we now see the probe still activating the Zelnaga watchtower. Production-wise, we are now going into a starport, and also going for a tech lab. So it looks as though we are going into a fast starport with tech lab for Banshees. Tarson looking at his economy, sitting on 22 harvesters. Meanwhile, we have WhiteRa sitting on 25 harvesters, a little bit of an economic and harvester count lead. However, I believe Tarson with those mules will be able to get a stronger advantage, and now we should be seeing those Banshees being trained up. Are we going to get cloaking research? He does have enough energy for cloaking. However, no, never mind. No, however, he is researching cloaking. We have one Hellion now trying to run away. However, that Hellion will make it taken down by this one probe. That would be kind of funny. No, getting shot down by that stalker there. Stalker with a decent movement speed, able to get in front of that one Hellion and intercept him. So we now have 2 stalkers on the move, and we also have another probe moving out as well. It looks as though this may be a this is going to be a 2-gate with blink. So this is going to be a 2-gate blink push, and with that blink push, he may be able to perhaps try to position himself in a way so that those stalkers are not constantly engaging against this one bunker. I like the positioning on this bunker. It makes it so that stalkers need to get right here in order to be able to shoot up, and the bunker has the same range as a stalker with Marines inside. as those 5 stalkers just continue to move around the map. Are we going to get a pylon? Yes, a pylon down in this position, and he will be able to warp in units into this location here. So by warping in units, no, why is he warping in? That's going to be a very, very far walk. Not exactly sure. Oh, he's going to blink it up into the high ground. So yes, WhiteRa is going to blink up onto that high ground using the sight from this one probe, activating the Xel'Naga watchtower. I guess he's just waiting for the blink right now. He must be chrono boosting it. No, now chrono boosting it. And as he chrono boosts it, he will be able to get a lot of stalkers onto this high ground very, very easily, continuing to just warp in more stalkers. And now he will be able to put a lot of pressure on this backdoor. We do see the Banshee able to move out in this direction, and now the rocks are getting destroyed, and now in comes the Banshee able to get some damage across some of these units, and now those stalkers are trying to blink back, trying to blink away, as now more Marines need to be transferred over. Will it be enough? One of those stalkers will get taken down. Down it goes. And now another stalker may get taken down as well. Will it be enough? Another stalker blinking away, trying to make sure that it constantly just has enough shields to come back in. And now this Banshee is out of energy. So the out of energy Banshee being forced to pull back. Another bunker being placed down. Will it be enough? They need to jump into that one bunker very, very quickly. And now in comes these units here. Marines now trying to come back in. However, stalkers with blink will be able to move around this map very, very easily, dodging all of these mineral patches and then just constantly putting pressure. One stalker in the air. Marines now trying to make its way over once again. However, the stalker blink cooldown very, very slow. Marines now trying to get into that bunker. Will they be able to get enough damage dealt and then get more stalkers just constantly blinking around the map, doing a great job of just getting a lot of damage dealt. And now all of these units just continue to push around. Back over here we had one Banshee in the air by Tarson. So Tarson, both sides attacking back and forth, and WhiteRa says GG. So I need to rewind this, and there was also I believe a Marine Marauder drop, or sorry, a Marine drop into the back of the base there. So Tarson coming back from 2-0, from a 1-0 deficit in order to take this game. Need to come on, let me rewind. So 8 minutes 40 seconds. Is it far enough? No. There we go. Down to the 7-minute mark here. So we now see one SCV now making its way up, and now in comes this Banshee. So the Banshee coming in from Tarson, able to deal get some damage across some of these probes. Let's see how many kills this one Banshee gets, as it's able to deal a lot of damage here. There's one SCV, and I don't know why it's over here. Perhaps it's here to offer a little bit of repair support against these probes. And now we see that WhiteRa does not have an observer in his base. However, the stalkers will be able to finish off this location here, and I believe there was also a medevac being trained. However, the medevac flew into that location just because of its rally point. Did this Banshee continue to deal more and more damage, and perhaps able to finish off the rest of these stalkers. One stalker down to 32 or 22 hit points, as these stalkers also fighting over here, trying to deal more damage back and forth. I believe that Banshee was able to get a lot of damage dealt very quickly. And no, because he was not able to warp in any additional units, Stalker and now Banshee one-on-one fight that Stalker will win. Oh, sorry, the Banshee will win just because he has, the Stalker was out of shields. Probes now trying to come back, trying to mine more minerals. However, Tarson winning the game, even though WhiteRa was able to put pressure at the same time. So really, really well played by both sides. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Tarson and WhiteRa here on Shakuras Plateau.